Hello, intrepid followers and watchers and subscribers to my YouTube videos. Today, I'm doing a comic book review. Today, we're going to be doing a comic book review of Robotech. Now, the storyline of Robotech and what it's about, it's not new. It's not like, wow, look at this new great thing. This is based on a Japanese animated show that came to the US in the early 80s. So I grew up watching this. So I was really excited when I heard about this comic book because I also have all the animated series on DVD at home that I sometimes will watch when I'm, feeling reminiscent and nostalgic. I'll do that. So I thought, you know what, this is coming out. I'm going to read this and just see what it's about and see what it's like. And I have to say, I really like the direction they're going in with it. It's very different. There were different covers that you could get, and this is the cover I got because it's very reminiscent of the original Japanese animated show. It has the two of the main characters, Lin Min Mei and Rick Hunter, on the cover of it. So I liked that. It was really cool. So it's written by Brian Wood. The art is by Marco Turini with colors by Marco Lesko, and the lettering is by John Workman. I have to say, the coloring is amazing. The coloring that Marco Lesko does is phenomenal on this. It is very reminiscent of the Japanese animated. I'll show right now the pictures of what it looks like. It's just reminiscent of the animated, just the way it looks, the shadowing, the shading, the degree to which it almost has that 3D look of something that's really happening. It's really great in the way they do it. They have updated just the facial features of some of the characters, so they look a little different than they did in the animated series, but it works still. And the storyline, I mean, they're following the same storyline as they did before, but they've added a few extra key plot points that you're missing in the animated series, which sort of give you more of an idea of where the story starts. Because the idea of the story is this alien spacecraft lands on an Earth that's just ravaged by war. Countries fighting each other. It's sort of reminiscent of what's going on now. But this ginormous spaceship lands on a deserted island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and two different warring factions of two different countries come together to find it and realize, wow, there's something bigger than us out there in the universe. So all the armies stop fighting and they start this new United Space Front or United Space Army to help defend the Earth, and this spaceship becomes their flagship. And the first story, it's very reminiscent of the original first animated TV series. I'm smiling so much because of just remembering back to how much I love that show and how I love watching it, and how much just like the show it is, and just how fast-paced it's going. I found myself hearing the soundtrack playing in the background as I'm reading the scenes from it. So it's very reminiscent, and they do a good job of adapting it for a comic book with the pacing just right. Some of the dialogue from the original series is in here, but they update some of the character development. One of the characters they developed, they changed a little bit, is Lin Min Mei. She plays one of the love interests of Rick Hunter. So this is Lin Min Mei right here, and that's Rick Hunter. They make her less, how do I put it? She's not as needy as she was in the originals. She has some smarts. She has some things she wants to do, and she knows what she's doing. And she's not as scared as the original character. And I really like the way they did that, updating her especially for a new generation in a way. So if you want to read something different, something new, but based on something that's old, Robotech is a great series. It's put out by Titan Comics. And so if you do have a comic book store you go to, definitely go talk to them, see if they've got it in. If they don't, see if they'll order it for you. If you don't have a comic book store near you, you can definitely go online to order this. I'll put a link to a place where you can find comic book stores near you to see if there's one nearby that you can go and buy this from. So that's the review for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.